itanu katonyeze naho tigaba gomwe musubire kurunje mutwicereze tubacira mu program age edacike 18 zatambuko muri shahimwe esoma bazo rizoba n'urwa kabiri twenda kubacira kandi tukabatangira ngo tse tubagambira ngo musiri zigana itanu katonyeze no tuza kuba twine party president abwa UPC akesho ngura ko kuri background nabagira ngo Akena is back bigo mu rurimo rw'ururango so konka ni kwebiri so mbere bamanyisa ngo Akena is back ni kwe chiri tubwo mu kisogo ntwa proti ya 48 ko twatabagamutse ko twine party president ahabwa UPC yarize kwikaha ahabwa Western to Mobalization yeye na no gumana aganira n'abana bensi abiri n'urugendo misho den na echebiro 20 na mushanje buri kwa buru mwaka biro 20 na mushanje kwezi kwa katanu babine icyuru cyabiki cya Heroes so barize kwigito mu studio ziga ntanu katonyese note no basakturira mukuru gwitu ogwa stream live Hunter FM .live ntubaturiyo ku kandi na nebindi so munchirize umusiri ziga ntanu katonyese note mwachire I take this honor to welcome you Mr. Akena in our language we say twakwachira in our language oba itiningo oba itima verb kare so we appreciate to have you here in the studios of Hunter FM Radio. A very good evening, sir.
Good evening, and thank you very much for hosting me and my fellow congressmen and ladies here.
Thank you very much. We are most here happy to have you. Let me have someone who is going to make a translation so that you can also say hi to people.
Now, what I'm saying ni wenu banyetana basemedad ni ngorana president Jimmy Akena.
Okay, we also have Tinugu na we kuraba tourists of course. No, yes, we have this one. It's okay.
Nashimerwa kuba ahambihoza Hunter kandi ndijashindikirize president wanje Honorable Jimmy Akena banyeta Miriam Wezi kandi national woman leader.
Webale mnonga muwezi Miria twakwachira national woman leader twine this person has been here with us in our political show mkuru Eri, so we are most to have you in another session. So Mr. President, this person we have been with him here in our political show every Saturday, so you are most welcome once again.
Webale mnonga Bombardier, when we are here we call him Bombardier.
Okay.
Nashemerwa kugarkaha wa kabiri kakeko binarjabure.
Yes.
Abaturikirize nbanyeta ahabwe rukira Eri chairman wa UPC wagureta bushenyi ni jana bagenzi banje twatanise hamwe kutushendekerize party president witu agoganira nimwe abaturikize omwiraka rya Hunter FM. Wewe mnonga gambira mugenzi wawe uti Hunter FM ni mwe cyo mutano tsakwezesha ibirizona baturikirize kandi bahorengera nonji ya president wa UPC. Thank you very much.
Okay, yebere mnonga nibo twije ko twatambura nabo mu studio ziga ntanu katonyeze no tukuna bagambira twine party president wa UPC kandi umukuru honorable Akena takumanya joro nyankore na noru ciga ko nganzo kushwanzo rujungu na noru rango turebe ngo twagumeza no kushobora kuronje itiningo Now let's start our topic. You were in this side as every year you always celebrate, and as far as 27th Heroes Day is concerned at your party. What is your stake and how have you gone?
Heroes Day is an important day in the UPC calendar. And this is a day where we acknowledge the contribution of those who we consider heroes. And in UPC, our struggle, our fight has been against those vices which affect the well-being of the people. So whether it's a question of the incomes, whether it's a question of opportunities in education, or whether it's a question of health services, those are the key elements which, as UPC, we are compelled to fight against, and as such, we assemble 27th May to realize and recognize what was achieved in the past and also to redirect our efforts. So it is appropriate that we have come to come back to Bushenyi, which is the roots of the resurgence of UPC in the run-up for the 1980 election. And this coincides with an election year, which we're in as we prepare for 2026. So it was appropriate to be here in Bushenyi and meet with the members and speak to the country about where we're coming from and where we intend to go.
President Jima Akena yabuzwa icyicaro mu Bushenyi niki abwicara kunoya yashobora ihanga kubamanisa ngo buruberaho ebero abana mushanju ukwezi kwa gatano pate nka UPC nibanejuka ukuzarwa kwa UPC president obotara kugaruka nizo barukuru munonga mbonce cyamarita mu Rushenyi nimukore yasi mu Rushenyi yona yarye abizo abwe ikintu kikurecho kandi ikindi yajaruka pate ya UPC ne shobora yanga ryona Bushenyi kunubwo borgo bwa pate ya UPC nubwo borgo bwa pate mwenchacha chikuru kurengo yeje kunuya yashobora ihanga na UPC kwemeri. Yes.
So, Mr. President, how have you found the people of Bushenyi, how they have welcomed you, and other issues now concerning with your implementation in as far as UPC as a party is concerned?
Bushenyi has always been home, so it's always good to come back and to acknowledge where we are coming from and the importance of Bushenyi as far as UPC is concerned. It was important that we touch base and we send a message out to the nationalists who are still there that the struggle or the fight is still on in the Uganda which we want. So this is to rekindle the flame and to touch base in this year, which is a very important year as we head to the 2026 general election.
As
President yabuzwa Bushenyi ijanaki abantu kuba makira kandi n'ekibina ka UPC cyemereye kita mu Bushenyi yashobora yarate kugaruka kunuya kwa UPC yone garuka kandi garuka busya nahabwo echo Bushenyi ko bazarwa kwa party ya UPC ije kubamanisa struggle shininga ifubo ryo kureba ngo UPC yagarura uburunji bwayo munsi no mu Bushenyi omu yanate ko kwisha kandi twetebekanisa karuru keko bibiri abinakaga.
Okay. Now, what steps are you going to take in as far as you are addressing the people of Uganda as we are head for 2026?
We're in the process of organizing ourselves and preparing for the 2026 election. We are doing a renewal of the party structures, which is also going to lead to renewal of all elected positions from the branch chairperson right to the party president. In this process of renewal is of course touching base as we now set ourselves in line to prepare and to contest for the 2026 election. So as we move forward, it is going to be more about the policy positions which we are going to take, which is different from any other political party, because the UPC, being a center-left party, is a party which deals with the livelihoods of the people. Our success is measured in the improvement of people's lives. So until those lives are improved, as far as we're concerned, things have not been working. So we are now organizing ourselves, preparing, and we're going to be fielding candidates with that message of what we intend to do for the people of Uganda and how we intend to work with other political players to see that we get a Uganda which works for all the citizens.
Ubwo President Jima Akena arukushobora Hanta FM yaheza kubuzwa ngo itebe kanseri honeha kuyahati ku 2026 yagera mpate ngashiki bina cha UPC kiyostebe kanisa ubwembezi bwacu kurgaha cyaro tweta branch kugumiza mpaka wa president higo abo kushangete kanisa yona tuende nka UPC tuende ntebe yo bwa president mbene hata chikuru munonga no kutebe kanisa force ningashi ebinte bikuru ibikenewe kwembeza o manifesto y'enkubibiri abanamukaga. Yes.
Then Mr. President, do as UPC, I know you always do manifestos. You have your top priorities that you need to to put more emphasis as you're addressing the people of Uganda, seeking them, your support? Do you have your priorities that you can tell people, most especially Bushenyi, that no, me, we want to do this, want to do this, want to do this in as far as the economic growth and development of Uganda?
Economic growth,
Yes.
where UPC has been constantly on the case of government, is there were key institutions which helped the economy and helped the citizens of Uganda. Some of those key institutions have been removed. Example one, which is key, was Uganda Commercial Bank. It was eventually sold to Stanbic Bank and the like, but this was a very important tool. We had the cooperatives which would act, and which would bridge a lot of the gaps. Now, one of the most successful and largest and well-organized cooperative, Banyakole Kwetarana. Yes. Is it the same as it used to be? Does it still function the way it used to function? It has the shadow of its former self. So all of those elements, as far as economics is concerned, equitable. There's an issue which is affecting very many people, especially the lower income, the interest rates for people who go for these loans, especially from the smaller organizations. Those interest rates are too high, which created a lot of difficulty. So there are many areas which are going to tackle as far as the economy is concerned. There are areas which we intend to tackle, which touch on, of course, agriculture also falls within the issue of the economy. The issue of education, I made a point of it during my speech at the gathering.
Yes.
I have difficulties with this issue of where we are supposed to have 10 million kids under UPE.
Yes.
The effective contribution of government for UPE is 20,000 shillings per student per year. Now, if we have 10 million Ugandan kids who do not have anybody who can put 20,000 shillings for them in a year, our questions or our figures of poverty are not correct. Because you cannot have 10 million children and say you're doing well. You cannot say you have 10 million children who are relying on this 20,000 and then you say that things are going well. This is just a glimpse of some of the problems which people are going through and which they struggle in order to be able to educate their kids. Then, of course, when you come to the issue of health, we all go